Hello everyone, I want to talk about today about microservices. What are microservices? I mean, if you are a non-technical startup founders, maybe you came across a developer, a provider who mentioned that words. So what does that really mean? So microservices basically are micro softwares. That's like instead of building a big application like we would have done for an e-commerce solution, etc., all together on one server, we are going to develop or we are going to use some micro softwares linked with each other and that are going to work like as an ecosystem. So there are pros and cons of using this type of technologies. The big advantage of those technologies is like it is much more scalable. As example, you can have some microservices dedicated to send messages or send emails or text message on your phones. Maybe another one will be here to calculate, I don't know, maybe some prices as example. Another one can be here to receive some information from an IoT, an internet object device. And then you will basically have a microservices for every type of every rules of your application. So maybe I should mention that the microservices are mainly for the back office side of things. This is not for the user interface things, and this is not as well for the database things. Maybe your architecture can have several databases at some point, but still, the microservices are the micro softwares that connect the user interface to storing all the information in the database or the files that has to be stored, like videos, pictures, etc. So, big advantage, it's more scalable because if you host your solution, your microservices on a cloud provider like, I don't know, IBM, Azure, AWS, etc., it's automatically scalable. They are going to handle your process. It's just a little piece of software and they're going to run that on their servers and then scale it until it's supposed to be unlimited. So no matter if you have 1 client or 1 million, your microservices will work. Usually the bottleneck will be on the database side of things or maybe at some point on the network side of things. Second big advantage of the microservices is that you can update your application one microservices at a time. So no need to update your entire application to just add one specific feature. You can maybe just add the feature to the emails, to the email microservices, or maybe to the microservices in charge of calculating the price, etc. You can update just that little part without introducing maybe bugs on the rest of your application. So that's great for that as well. It's easier to maintain, easier to update whenever you want to add new features. And it is cloud ready. The cloud is going to handle your infrastructure if it's based on microservices. There are some drawbacks by using this type of technologies. The drawbacks are these ones. Basically, it's a bit more complex to set up. The architecture in general are more complex because you will have more software to handle, more configurations, more things to set up. The link between each microservices has to be set. Often we use a DNS name, etc. So more things that needs to be set to have this type of architecture. The second thing is that you might need to monitor more your microservices. Instead of just monitoring your main application, you might need to monitor each specific services just in case there is a bug or anything that happened. But luckily, the cloud providers most of the time provide some specific monitoring tools to just alert you if you have any bugs or if there is something wrong on your microservices. And most of the time, they also restart everything for you on each microservices. So I hope it helps. Microservices are just very great. That might not be relevant for all type of softwares. Basically, if you want to build an e-commerce or basic things like or well-known things, no need to go for very complex architecture. Just use what already exists. But if you want to build maybe, I don't know, an MVP as example, a minimum viable product, that's not very the most, yeah, that's not the technology I would recommend. I would rather recommend you to use an existing technology and maybe using just one microservices for a very specific thing. Like if you want to process some videos or to have a specific feature on your application, maybe one microservices can be great just for that. But after, you can grow and replace some component of your application, of your architecture, by microservices, which is going to make it much more scalable. Okay, I wish you a great day. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any more questions. You can contact me on myctofriend.co and or directly by email on Amaury, AMAURY @myctofriend.co. I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.